You ever watch a guy spend 80 grand on a truck, and you can tell he just bought a 10-year mistake? Because I do, every day. And everybody keeps saying mechanic shortage, empty bays, nobody wants to work. No, the bays aren't empty because there's no work. The bays are empty because modern trucks don't come in for quick fixes anymore. They come in for weeks. They come in for parts delays. They come in for entire systems. So today I'm not fixing them. I'm ranking them. This is the 2026 truck reliability tier list. From S tier, indestructible, to F tier, lawn ornament. And if the engine you want lands in F, you don't hope. You either change your plan or you budget for pain. Now, before the comments turn into a brand war, here are the rules. This isn't a horsepower list. This isn't a what I like list. This is a 5-year ownership list. I'm ranking each engine on 4 things. 1. How it fails, the common failure modes. 2. How expensive that failure is, parts plus labor. 3. How long you're down, because downtime is the real killer. And 4. How sensitive the engine is to your life. Short trips, idling, towing, stop and go, all that matters. And yes, this is mostly heavy duty. But I'm adding one wild card engine because millions of buyers are cross-shopping it right now. And it's the one most likely to turn your new truck excitement into regret. All right, we start with the bottom, because that's where the truth lives. F tier. F tier means you are buying risk. Let's talk about the wild card first. The Ram Hurricane. I know. People hear inline 6 and their brain goes, oh, that's like a diesel. That's a work engine. That's reliable. Here's the trap. A boosted engine doesn't usually die from one dramatic moment. It dies from heat, pressure, and stacked complexity. More boost means hotter air, more demand on cooling, more stress on oil control, more sensors, more plumbing, more points of failure. And when a boosted modern engine has a problem, it's rarely a cheap problem. So I'm not saying every Hurricane is going to grenade. I'm saying the cost of a bad one is the kind of bill that makes people swear off trucks forever. That's why it's F tier. Not because it's automatically junk, but because it's a high-complexity engine being sold to people who want heavy-duty confidence without heavy-duty hardware. Now, the real heavy-duty truth that nobody wants to hear. If your life is short trips, cold starts, idling, and grocery runs, and you buy a modern HD diesel, you're not buying a tow rig. You're buying an emissions maintenance schedule, DPF, EGR, DEF, SCR, sensors, forced regions, D-rates. These systems can be fine, but they demand heat and steady driving. You don't give them that. You don't get bad luck. You get predictable clogging, predictable faults, and predictable downtime. So if you're a commuter who just wants a diesel because it's cool, diesel is F tier for your lifestyle. Now we move up to the middle, where most people get trapped. C tier and D tier. This tier is pretty reliable, but expensive in a sneaky way. First, heavy-duty gas engines. Let's name names because people are shopping these right now. On the Ford side, that's the 7.3 Godzilla in the Super Duty. On the GM side, that's the 6.6 gas in the Silverado HD and Sierra HD. And on the Ram side, that's the 6.4 Hemi in the 2500 and 3500. Now, here's how gas engines fool people. They are usually simpler than diesels. Less emissions hardware, less high-pressure fuel drama, less turbo plumbing, less computer says no. So they feel like the safe choice. And mechanically, a lot of the time they are. But economically, that depends on what you do with the truck. If you tow heavy every week and you choose gas because you think you're saving money, you're not saving money. You're just paying it in fuel, and time, and stress. Gas can be extremely reliable. That's not the issue. The issue is the towing tax, higher RPM, more heat, more transmission work, more stops, more gallons, more money. And the real trap is what happens after the test drive. Because on the test drive, gas feels great. It's quiet, it's smooth, it's simple. Then you hook up a 10,000-pound trailer in August, and suddenly you're living at 4,000 RPM, watching the fuel needle move like a stopwatch. So for constant heavy towing, like every week or every other week, gas lands D tier economically. Not bad, not junk, just expensive in a way nobody warns you about. Now, if you tow occasionally, or you do mixed driving, or you want the simplest setup that still has real HD bones, this is where gas starts looking smart. That's where the Ford 7.3 Godzilla and the GM 6.6 gas land C tier. Because here's the truth. Reliability isn't the same as low cost. A simple gas V8 can run forever and still cost more over 5 years if you use it like a diesel replacement. And Ram's 6.4 Hemi fits here too. Strong, proven, but it's still living under the same reality. Towing equals fuel, and fuel equals money. Now, this is the part nobody puts in the brochure. This is the math that decides the winner. 5-year cost is not just purchase price, it's purchase premium, plus fuel, plus maintenance, plus risk of expensive failures, plus downtime cost. Downtime is the killer, and it's not just, my truck is in the shop. It's, you can't get an appointment. It's, the part is back-ordered. It's, the tech who knows that system quit. It's, you're number 12 in line, and you're paying insurance on a truck you can't drive. So here's a quick reality check. If you're a heavy-duty buyer, ask yourself one question. What happens if this truck is down for 2 weeks? If the answer is, I lose money, then you don't buy on vibes. You buy on uptime. And that brings us to the engines that are actually built for the job. Now we move into the good tiers, B tier. B tier means strong, capable. But there's a catch. The Ram 6.7 Cummins lands B tier. Inline-6 diesels have a reputation for work, and there's a reason Ram owners love them. It pulls, it tows, it's built for load. But I'm not handing out S tier just because something is legendary. Because here's the thing, the engine can be great, and you can still lose the ownership war because of everything attached to it. Modern trucks are systems: fuel system, emission system, cooling system, electronics, transmission strategy, all of it. And anytime you get new generation, new calibration, new pairing, you pay a short-term new system tax. That doesn't mean it's bad. It means I'm not crowning it king until it proves itself in the real world. So, Cummins is B tier, strong choice. But don't confuse loyalty with math. Now, A tier. A tier is where engines live that are consistently in the conversation for one reason. They're made to work under load. The GM 6.6 Duramax lands A tier. It's a mature, heavy-duty platform. It's built around towing realities, and the pairing is designed to live under stress. And Duramax buyers know the vibe. It's the engine people buy when they want to hook up and go. No drama, no excuses. But I'm not letting it off the hook either. The trap with Duramax isn't power. The trap is the same modern diesel reality. If you tow, haul, and drive it hot, it makes sense. If you short trip it and idle it, you're buying future problems. Because the emission system doesn't care that you only drive 5 minutes. It cares about temperature, it cares about region, it cares about cycles. So Duramax is A tier, very strong choice, as long as you use it like a heavy-duty truck. Okay, now we reveal the hero, S tier. S tier means, if you buy this for the right reasons, it's the closest thing to buy once, cry once in the modern truck world. The Ford 6.7 Power Stroke lands S tier. And here's why. S tier isn't just the engine is strong. S tier is a strong engine, plus a strong ecosystem, plus the best odds of uptime. Because the hidden ownership killer isn't one expensive repair. It's waiting, it's parts delays, it's tech availability. It's your truck being almost fixed for 3 weeks. In heavy duty, uptime is everything. These trucks are tools, and tools don't get a second chance. And Ford wins this tier list because when you combine capability, real-world survivability, and the odds of staying on the road, it takes the top spot. Now, quick thing. If this tier list just saved you from buying the wrong engine, you're gonna like the next videos because I break down the real 5-year cost math with receipts. So, hit subscribe. I'm not doing brand commercials here. I'm doing invoices. Now let's end this the right way, because here's the truth. There isn't one perfect truck. There's one perfect truck for your life. If you tow heavy and need uptime, you want a true heavy-duty diesel setup. If you don't tow and you just like the idea of diesel, don't buy diesel just to cosplay. And if you're buying boosted half-ton power thinking it's basically heavy-duty, that's where F-tier regret starts. So here's what I want in the comments. What truck do you have? Ford, GM, or Ram? What engine is in it? What do you actually do with it? Tow, commute, mixed? And what's the worst repair bill you've ever paid? Because the best tier list isn't mine. It's the one built from real invoices.